Hey, Abby. It's Abby on here. No, seriously. What's somebody named Abby that just got on here? Hello, 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 everyone. I'm here at the salon in the process of doing a clipper cut. He's getting ready for his New Year clipper cut. This is Foster. I've cut his hair before here. He comes all the time. So he's a regular. And so I'm here. I went to church and then I came in from church. And so now I'm here at work and I'm going to do a clipper cut on Foster's hair. So this is what he looks like. This is his beginning. This is what his hair looks like. This is what he's looking like right now. Okay. I'm going to turn him all the way around so you can see him. All the way around so you can see what he's looking like. Okay? This is what he looks like now. And so I am going to start the process of doing a clipper cut. Welcome to the live. Thank you guys for joining. Enjoy. And I'll try to talk to you as I go along and do the clipper cut today. All right, let's get this thing started. All righty. Okay, so we're going to set that down. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes on the live. Yes, so are you looking forward to the new year, Foster?
Absolutely. I already got my party on last night, but a little more when it hurt.
Oh, so he's already got his partying on last night, but he said a little more won't hurt, so he wants to get right and tight for the New Year's party. That's what he's ready to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all of this off. I'm going to do him a medium-high skin fade. That's what I'm in the process of doing right here, right now. All righty, let's start. And I'm going to show you guys, because I showed you the picture of what he was looking like previously. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what he looks like as I take all of this hair off. I'm going to take all of his hair off on the bottom to the mid shaft of his hair to give him that fade that he's looking for. And for you new ones that doesn't follow me that often, I would say follow me. And if you do follow me today, I want to say thank you for following me. You know, and then a lot of you always ask, what do I do? This is what I do. This is my profession. I'm a barber. I'm a hairdresser. I'm a salon owner. So I do hair. I'm a hair person. And I love the Word of God on top of that. Yay! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that his bottom is totally slick. So we're going to make sure we got all the little minute hairs off the bottom of his hairline here. So I'm just going to go back in and just clean it all the way up. And it's good to make sure that there's an evenness around the head, so that way you can make sure that you can do a proper fade. That is so important to get that fade in there. Alrighty, so I'm gonna let you guys see that I have gone in and I have taken all the hair from the bottom all the way around. Yay! So we have got this process started. Yes, he's smiling. He's kind of humorous sometimes. He gets really funny sometimes. Okay, but we're gonna continue to work with Foster and get this fade popping. Alrighty. Oh, you gave me, okay, Flash, I gave you 10.0K likes. Thank you, Flash. Thank you so much. Oh, that is so sweet of you. Yes. Yes, give him a taper fade right now. No, he doesn't want a taper fade. I'm going to give him what he asked for because the customers know what they want. Now, if he wanted a taper fade, then that's what it would be. But that's not what he wants. So I believe in giving him what he wants so that way I can get paid. How about that? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and I am going to work on putting my fade line in for him. That's the next step I'm going to do, is do the fade line. Get that fade line started so we can get that started for him. So, because the customers, you have to always do what the customers want so you can get paid. All right, let's see what we have here saying. Miss Rita, Happy New Year. Yes, Gracie, so good seeing you, precious. Happy New Year to you too. Be safe, you guys out there doing the hours. If you guys are celebrating tonight, be safe. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm putting in the fade line. I'm working on putting in his fade line. Thank you guys for coming on live today. Appreciate you. We're just doing a clipper cut. We're getting him ready for his New Year's fresh cut. Put your head up in the mirror. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Hold your head down again. And it's always good when you're doing clipper cuts, you always need to make sure that you're using your mirror. That is so important. Because it will help you to define your work a lot better. Because you can actually see what needs to be tightened up just a little bit better. What I'm doing right now is I'm going in and I'm smoothing out the top part of his hair so it'll be an even blend with when I go in to fade it. I don't have to go back and do a lot of work because I'm doing this right now to make sure that once I line him up, because I'm going to line him up as well. I'm going to do him an edge or a line up. Some people call it a line up and some people call it an edge. But I'm going to do that to make sure that it is right. So when I fade him out, it'll look so neat and so nice. Okay, hold your head down. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. And I always say it's good to take your time. Don't get in a rush when you're doing your fades. Take your time and perfect it because it'll look so much better in the long run when you take your time and do it right. Hey, hello, I'm doing a clipper cut today here at my salon. Welcome to the live. And so you want to make sure that you take your time. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on his lineup. And he has a hard part. He has a hard part right here in the very top all the way down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up all of that and make sure that that's a good clean cut for him on his hard part. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean up his hard part. Because his hard part, you can't see it because the hair has grown back into that part. So you have to go back in and re-clean it up because you want it to be noticeable. You know, the hard part should be noticeable all the way through from the top to the very end. And then this is so important when they have a hard part. This is really important right here. And I can show you better than I can tell you. I don't know if it's going to show up because his hair had grown out. And because it was so evenly cut, I didn't have all these little picketies sticking up. But right here at the very back of his hard part, you can see, yeah, right in here, these are the little pickety edges that needs to come down because now I've defined the hard part, and with me defining it, then it made all the pickety edges come to the surface. It's more noticeable. It was always there, but it became more noticeable that I cut his hair, did his hard part. So now what I want to do now is I want to come in and I'm going to, I don't know if you can do it or not, but what I do a lot of times is sometimes you have to freehand certain areas of the hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold his hair down with my left hand, and then with my right hand is my trimmer clippers. I'm using a trimmer. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold his hair down with my left hand, and then my left hand, and then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to start rolling the clippers over the top of that area Not fast, but just enough where I can cut those edges down, because I want all the hair to look like it belongs to each other. I'm not trying to put a hole in his head or not do, not make sure that it's all the same. I need the hair all to look like it belongs. So I'm gonna use I'm just gonna smooth this out. I'm gonna hand cut this out right in here. Sometimes I use clippers over comb, but then in this case, I just did it with me doing it like this with the clippers. Just to smooth it out. So that way he doesn't have to, if he holds his head down or whatever, it won't look crazy. It'll look like everything, it looks like everything is well blended. Okay, so we got the hard part in there. That hard part, you can see it. You can see that hard part. It comes all the way down and then curved right here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on getting, sorry about that. I'm gonna work on lining him up from the hard part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna start lining his cut up. I'm just gonna go in and start lining up all the edges of his cut. I'm just gonna clean all of this up so that way his cut will be more defined. You can see it, it's coming into play because it's getting edged up properly. And what I usually do when I'm edging, I usually like have both of my hands on the clippers in a lot of cases, because I've got to go in, I got to go all the way in here, but I need it to be precise, but I don't want to go too far in, and I need to be able to take my time that I get the edging perfect, okay? Because I don't want to put a hole there, but I need to get all those pickety little hairs. I need to get all of that out of there, and I need to make it line up appropriately, so when I bring the clippers back down this way, it'll be an even cut line, and it'll be perfect for the edging. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing his edging, and so I'm going to hold the clippers with both of my hands, and that's usually what I do. I just hold it with both of my hands to make sure that I got a steady grip. And this is going to help it to be sharp, because I need that whole area. If you can see it now, that whole area is sharp. It's a sharp edge. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that sharpness. I need it to be sharp so that way it'll be defined. The edge will be perfectly defined. Okay. You okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I have another trimmer that I do when I can't get in those places that are real close like that. Then usually what I do is I get these clippers. These are shorter. The blades are shorter. The shorter blades here. And then I can get really in there like I need to. And then I use these also to clean up the edge, to give it a good cleaning. Okay, so now we have his whole edge cleaned up, and we have the hard part. All of it is cleaned up. And I can see, I'm standing over here, and I can kind of see, still yet, right in here, I can still see a couple of pieces that are still too high that I need to bring down. I'm going to freehand it and bring it all the way down. Just a little bit. I'm not going to do too much. I just need to hit at it just a little bit. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to turn him around, and I'm going to turn him all the way around, and then I'm going to work on this side. Let me see. I probably need to move the move the phone with the camera. Can you pick up the phone with the camera, please? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna work on this side. Let me see if I can, yeah, here we go. I'm gonna work on getting this side lined up. Just this side. I'm gonna get him lined up on this side. If I can set I should have bought my holder for my camera. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna work on lining all this up. I need to line this all up, and then I need to go in and clean up all of this in the front and make sure that it's all cleaned up, and then it's gonna line up all here, and then do his whole fade. Then I'll be able to start working on his fade. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to work on his lining him up. I'm gonna clean up this. Hold your head down. I'm gonna take, because I did the corners over here to the very edge on the other side of his head. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead on and run that all the way down. Okay, and in doing so, it also allows me to see all the baby hairs and everything under here. So what I want to do is I want to go in and clean all this up. I just want to go in and clean all this up. Get all that out of the way. All those little pickety hairs, I want to get it all out of the way. I want it to be clean. And I want to do it to the point that it's going to be clean all the way to his lineup, the lineup on this side. So that way, when he holds his hair up, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer the top. So when he does, when his hair is layered and this top is all showing on the very top, if he had to pull his hair up for whatever reason, it would be clean. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to set this line in here. And I'm going to take it all the way up here to the top of his hairline. And let them, I always say, let them kiss on each other. They're going to meet up. They're going to do some little kissy poo-poo on each other. Okay. So now, I got him all cleaned up on that side. Now you guys can see how sharp that is. Real sharp looking. And that's what I want. I want that sharp edge look to be on his side, on his edging. So when I go back and start blending, and then you can see how all that hair is grown out. Well, see, I'm going to cut all of that off. All that is going to come off. So while I'm here, I might as well use the clippers and just cut that evenly to the front of his hair. So I purposely push the hair forward this way. Purposely, okay? And then I'm going to use the clippers, the edge of the trimmers, and I'm just going to trim this up. And then when I go in and do the layers in it, I already have most of that done. I don't have to worry about layering anything but this part in here pretty much, because I've already gotten this all straightened out from the bottom, okay? Alrighty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to start working on doing his fade. The fun part. We're going to work on getting that line out of there. That's what we're going to work on now. We're going to work on getting the line out. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing a clipper cut, a medium skin fade. And so his name is Foster, and he's getting ready for the new year. So he's one of my clients. He comes in all the time, but he wants to get a fresh do for New Year's, okay? So it's good seeing you guys. All right, thank you for being on live. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to start doing the fade. I'm going to start fading him up now. I pray that you guys are having a wonderful New Year's Eve. And sometimes, you know, you have to go over the line several times, you know, just to make the blend right, okay? Because you want to get rid of that line, but you still need the blending to be precise. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just getting rid of the line. I'm getting rid of the line so that way I can start blending up. So that's what I try to do. I try to get out, don't try, but I get rid of the line, and then sometimes I have to open up the guard on the clipper to give it that right blend from the top. Since I've already blended down the bottom, I got the line out, but now I gotta open up the blade. I need to open up that blade, and that's what I just did. I just opened up the blade. And then I'm just going in and I'm just smoothing all of this out on the top, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm going in now and I'm getting rid of the line. I'm getting rid of that line. Because, you know, you got to make the line. You have to get your guide together. So I got the guide, and so now I'm getting rid of that guide. And I'm working on getting his fade together now. We're well on our way now to getting this fade in here. And he is going to look so handsome. When I get through with him, he's going to be a good-looking, handsome man. He's going to be ready tonight. His wife is going to be excited. She's sitting over here too. So she always tells me when I do a good job because she likes my work when I cut his hair. So she's right here too. Say hello. Say hi. Yes. Tell everybody hello. Yes, indeed. Abby. Her name is Abby. Abby. Yeah, so that's what's going on. He had made his appointment several weeks back. Oh, we getting there. Oh, it's looking good, huh, Foster? Foster's getting right and tight. He's getting right and tight. Yes, indeedy. And you know what? I think, and I'm blessed. I am so blessed to be diversified. I don't, I do barbering, and I am a barber. I actually work in a facility as a barber, but then I have my own shop, and I do hair here and do barbering. So I'm blessed, and I tell anyone, you can do what you want to do, but if you want to have the skills to do a little bit of everything, try it. Do it, because it's good, and it's fun. I love the arts. I think it's great. I love the art. I like to see the beginning and the finishing of it. And I just love the art. I love the art of hair, period. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start doing clipper over comb. Okay, that's what I'm going to do right now, clipper over comb, to even out the rest of his hair for his haircut. And sometimes you got to go horizontal, and then you go in and you do vertical. Whatever works. You have to do both sometimes. just to get that hair to lay down like you want it to appropriately. Because in some parts of the hair is a lot thicker than others. Okay. Just put it right here. And then another thing that I do too is I'm going to, because some parts of his hair, he has a lot of thickness than other parts. So to lay it all the way down, I might have to go in and I might have to use the thinning shears just to get some of the bulk out of it. You can use the thinning shears to get the bulk as well to lay the hair down if you need to. And I'm going to pick those up here in a minute and show you guys how to do that too. Because you have to do that too sometimes because the hair is not perfect. There's no perfect hair on anyone's head. Oh, thank you, Sister Tug. Welcome to the live. Yes, welcome to the live. So there's no perfect head of hair. Some parts of your hair is going to be a little bit more condensed or heavy. It's going to be heavier hair. And then some parts of your hair will be thinner, you know. But the thing that I always say, you want it to make sense. That's what you want. You want it to make sense, and you want to make it look like it all belongs to each other, okay? That's the good news. You want to make sure that it looks like each other. Looks like it belongs. And so what I'm going to do is, because, and as I said before, you want to use your mirror. I'm looking in my mirror right now at his head. I got him sitting right where I can see. And so right now I can see that right here in this area right here, he has more of a bulk. He has a bulk of hair, even though I blended and I blended and I blended and blended. It's not coming down at all. So now what I want to do is I want to go in and I want to take my thinning shears. I want to take those. And I just want to go in and I just want to start snapping at that area. Just kind of hitting at it just a little bit so that way I can get that bulkiness out of there. That's his heavy. That's the way his hair grows. And so therefore it does that. You know, so you gotta make it all look like it belongs to each other. You know, that's what you have to do. You have to make sure that it all looks like it belongs to each other. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going in and I'm working on getting that area taken care of. Okay. Oh, that's a lot better. It's not all, it's just this part right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the open blade, because this is more at the bottom where that's sticking out. And I'm just going to take an open blade. Hey, Sister Tug, so good seeing you. Would you say you need your haircut too? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this blade all the way up. And I'm just going to go in. I'm going to open this blade all the way up. And use the corners of your blades too. Use the corners of your clippers so you won't cut out too much. And I'm just going to go in and just go in and hit this all the way up. Because you have to use all your tools sometimes to get what you're looking for. Okay. And so now that I have this all done, I'm going to go ahead on and use these open clippers and just work on all of it, because I can do that. And this is just going to give it a smoother look on his fade line. That's all it's going to do. And I can see. I can actually see. I can actually see where I need to like go in and straighten all that out. I can just see it right here by looking at it. And so that's what's so good about the clippers, because you have the adjustment. You can adjust it to whatever it is that you need to do at that appointed moment. Because I've already done a lot of the preparation, and I've gotten a lot of the different areas that needed to be removed. I pretty much got those already out. So now the only thing I'm doing now is I'm just going back in and I'm just smoothing everything up. Just making sure everything's got a smooth look to it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, now that we've cut all of that out and we got it pretty much down to where we need it, I'm just going to go back in and re-hit that alignment and line him out just a little bit more. And then I'm going to turn around and take the trimmers and just go over that area to make sure that it's really cleaned up like I need it to be. I got his line together. It's short like I would like to see it be. Then I'm going to turn around and take these trimmers and just go up in that area and just make sure that it's real good and clean, where it looks defined. Yes, looks good, huh? Mm-hmm. Yes. He said, it looks good. That's what he said, So I'm going to take the trimmers now, and I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to go, now that I've cut it all out, I can see it better on those edges that I might need to kind of like touch up just a little bit. There we go. There we go. So now I'm going to just come back in here, and I'm just going to kind of brush up in here just a little bit. Not that much, just a little bit, just to give it that rest of that. Okay. Now, let's look around. How is that? Let me see. That side is a little, let me get it.
A little bulky.
A little bulky, huh? Which side looks bulky? This side. Yeah, so this side is a little bulky. So I'm going to have to go in and knock it down just a little more. Just a little more, because that side is cut close. And so now, hey, Sis Sonia, so good seeing all of you out today. Oh, thank you, Sis Sonia. Appreciate you. Thank you for the compliment. Okay, so I need you to hold your head down. I need you to hold your head down. So what I'm doing now is, we looked in the mirror, and that one side, it is cut all the way down close, and it looks really good. But on this side, this is the side that I started, but now it looks a little bulky. So now I just got to go back in and just cut it down just a little bit more. I'm not going to make it bald or anything, but I just need to cut it down just a little bit more. Hold your head all the way down. Okay, now that's it. Oh yeah, That's it. Okay, so now we got it all done on both sides. And so now what I'm gonna do, I usually don't like take the scissors and cut his hair or trim his hair. What I usually do with the scissors is I usually take my thinning shears, and I go through and I use them and I make layers, okay? I make layers in the top of his hair, and I'm not cutting all the way to the edge because I've already did the edge in the front here. I did that with the clippers and evened that up. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the thinning shears and I'm gonna lift this hair, and I'm gonna even cut it dry. I'm gonna lift this hair up like so, and then I'm just gonna go through and I'm just gonna start cutting like so, like so. I'll pick up some of the hair and just cut it. That's all I'm gonna do for now. And then some parts is really long, so I'm gonna really have to cut that. The parts that are really, really, truly long. I got a lot of it cut. Very good, okay. All right, so we can actually see the layers that are right here in his head. They're looking good. So what I'm gonna do to make sure that it's not so bulky, the way that he wears his hair, I'm gonna lift it up, and then I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna cut some of that out. I'm just gonna cut a little bit of it out. So it'll lay down. So it'll lay down and it'll look like it all belongs. Okay, remember I said I wanted that hair to look like it belongs? Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm just gonna make sure that it all looks like it's all in alignment with one another. Okay, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna lift this up right in here, and I'm gonna lift this up again and lift this up again, and I'm just lifting it up as I cut it because I want that layered look to be on the top of his head. So when he combs his hair back, or he takes his fingers and he goes back and he holds his hair up, that hair will automatically fall, and it'll fall in place, but it's done in layers, literally, because of the way that it's cut. It's cut in layers, okay? Now, what I want to do, now that it all looks like it belongs together, right? Looks good, huh? Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to check it. I want to check his hair. I did the layer on the top, but what I need to do now is I need to check his hair to make sure that it's okay from all the way over here from this edge to where he's at, where he's doing his. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to lift this just a little bit up and out, and I want to get rid of these little jagged edges just a little bit. I don't want to cut too much. I just want to get rid of them just a little bit, so the blend will be perfect. Okay, and then he has a cowlick here in the back. And for the cowlick, what you want to do, when they have a cowlick, meaning that hair grows in that swirl, you want to just kind of like go in with the scissors and then just kind of cut at it a little bit at a time, because you don't want to cut all the way in it because you might cut up too much hair. And see, I got to get to... Okay, good seeing you. Good seeing you. Good seeing all of you all. I'm just here at the salon, and I figured I would go live and do a haircut today. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing a haircut. I'm just going to do his hair. His hair is the only hair that I'm going to do today. I went to church, and then I came in from church and came here, and I'm doing his hair. His hair is the only haircut that I'm going to do today. And then I'm going home. And I figured I would come live and show his haircut. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is he has a lot of what they call cradle scalp on his neck. And so what I'm gonna do with that, I'm gonna actually take my clippers, and I'm gonna go through and take my time, because he needs to still get that hair out of the hair bump area. So I'm going to take my time and go through here and use just the edge, just the very edge of the clippers, and take care of that. And then I'm going to saturate it. Your hair is in my finger. Got it. Then I'm going to saturate that hair. I'm going to saturate his neck. And then I've given him, you know, what to do for this. It's doing a lot better when he does what he needs to do, of course. You know, when he does what he needs to do, it does a lot better. Okay, so that's what I usually do. I try to go in and get those little hairs out of those areas, out of his neck, even though he has what they call cradle scalp in a lot of instances, and hair bumps. So what I do is I saturate, after I do that with the clippers, I turn around and I saturate his neck. I just saturate it. I just saturate it. Saturate it really good. Because I know that I've used the clippers on it and I don't want to irritate it. So I go in and I saturate it. So that way I know that he's, you know, he's taken care of even on that issue. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead on and clean him up. Okay. You need your eyebrows done today?
Yes, please.
Okay. And then I'm going to do his eyebrows. I even do eyebrows. Yes, I even do eyebrows. Okay, close your eyes. I'm just going to shape his eyebrows up and get those little pickety hairs. Okay, close your eyes. I'm working on shaping up his eyebrows here. Okay, so we got the eyebrows done too. Okay. All right, put your glasses on so you can see. See if that'll work for you. You like that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It looks really good.
You right and tight?
Right and tight.
He said he's right and tight. Oh, Troy said, Miss Rita, can I get a cut? Yeah, you sure can. You sure can. How does that look? Everything's good? Okay. What about your eyebrows? Your eyebrows good?
Sexy as always.
Ooh, he said his eyebrows are sexy as always. That's wonderful. Wife, how does he look? Wife, how does he look?
Oh, he looks really good.
Oh, wife said he looks really good. Okay. All righty. So let me show you guys, because I got to, most of you guys, if you're still on, you know what he looked like before. Okay. This is what he looks like now. Okay, I'm going to turn him all the way around. This is what he looks like now. Okay. That is Foster. This is my guy. I cut his hair all the time, and so he's getting himself together. Oh, Miss Palmer said his hair looks wonderful. He really looks good, she says. Don't tell him that. He'll get a big head. And then I'll have to slap that head of his because he gets so mannish. He gets mannish. He's grown. He's one of my babies. I love him. But anyways, yeah, so this is Foster. And he's gotten his hair, she laughed, he's gotten his hair cut for the new year. So he might be doing some more stuff tonight, huh, Foster?
Absolutely.
So he wants to look right and tight, guys. Listen, thank you for being on live. Thank you for the likes. And if you gave any gifts, thank you for that. Thank you for your compliments. Thank you for following today if you followed. And I'm going to look forward to seeing you guys on the next live, huh, Foster?
Absolutely. Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy New Year's. Bye-bye.